One day, you don't wake up in your bed, not in your warm room, not under your soft sheets. You wake up in hay. Your back stings from the roughness of the straw beneath you. The air smells strange, musty, earthy, alive. A rooster crows outside. Another answers. You blink. Wooden beams above you. No ceiling lamp. No alarm clock. No phone. You sit up. Your clothes are not your own. Woolen, scratchy, and laced with leather. This isn't a dream. It's too cold, too loud, too real. You don't speak. They do, but you don't understand. The sounds are foreign. The way they move their mouths, alien. They glance at you as if you're dumb, but you explain with your hands, with your eyes, with your silence. You carry water. They show you with gestures. They hand you an axe. You learn when to stop by the strike on your shoulder. One evening, an old woman tells a story by the fire. You understand nothing, except the tone. There's grief in her voice. A name, perhaps a son. She turns to you and says something. You don't know the words, but the kindness in her voice stings. You nod, hoping it means respect. That night, before sleep, you wonder, is it possible to feel this much without words? One morning, they send you to the woods. They want you to join a group gathering mushrooms. You don't understand their words, but gestures, glances, and a basket are enough. Dew seeps into your boots. The trees are tall, silent, and in some corners, ominous. No birds sing. The villagers don't speak either. In the Middle Ages, silence means safety. Noise invites punishment. You bend to the ground. You don't recognize the mushrooms, but a village boy tries to show you what's safe to pick. For the first time, someone smiles at you, and you lower your head in reply. It's a kind of language too. After a while, they drift away without noticing, because you walk slower, because you look around too much, because you don't belong here. You're alone now. A breeze brushes past. You think something's watching you. You turn, only a bird. But what if it's not? Near a tree, half covered in moss, you find a mark. A cross, not upright, inverted. You've noticed how careful the villagers are with religious symbols, but this one is hidden, looks dried in blood. You stand, and when you turn, someone is there. An old man, bearded, hunched, dressed in black. He doesn't carry a cane. He carries a wooden cross. He speaks, soft, restrained. You still don't understand, but he gestures, follow me. You hesitate, but when you look back, you can't tell where you came from, so you follow. You don't speak to him, you don't want to, but he stops now and then, smelling the ground, scanning the sky. You think he's mad, then maybe he's the only sane one here. He stops near a clearing, turns to you, places a hand on your head, but his eyes don't meet yours. They seem to gaze into someone inside you. Then you hear the first familiar word, Memoria. Latin, you've heard it in church's memory. He points to your forehead, says it again, this time to you. Memoria. You don't understand, but you start to feel it. Something is asking something of you. A place or a time, something that was yours, but no longer is. When you return, the village is silent, too silent. No one greets you. Children hide. Women watch from windows. Something has happened, but no one says what. And even if they did, you wouldn't understand. No one takes your basket. No nods. The boy who smiled at you is nowhere. Then, a bell rings. Deep, hollow, slow. They all come out. They walk past you. Identical faces. Like one body moving forward. Someone gestures for you to follow. The church is uphill. Stone. Wet. Heavy. Its door opens like it swallows light. You step inside. The air is damp. The scent of soot lingers. Oil lamps flicker. On the wall, the face of the Virgin Mary seems to melt. You don't understand, but you feel it. Here, holiness is not beauty, it is fear. The priest begins. The language is still unfamiliar, but the tone, the rhythm, they've never changed. Hands rise. The blessing begins. The woman next to you steps away, just one pace. Your eyes meet the priest's. He stops. A pose, endless. Then he speaks, and points at you. He doesn't say your name. He says your existence. The people turn to you, as if seeing you for the first time, as if they've just realized you don't belong. The priest speaks again, louder. You don't understand the word, but its weight hits like a slap. Daemonium, they move toward you. You step back. Whatever you try to say, they don't hear, but they see your fear, and that's enough. Not for you, for them. In the Middle Ages, fear is stronger than proof. They lead you out, not with force, but with certainty. No one touches you. No one meets your gaze. They make space, and you walk through it. Down the hill, alone. You look back. The church door closes slowly. The light inside, swallowed by shadow. No one follows. No one says go. But you know now. You are no longer welcome. You sit on a pile of stones outside the village. The trees don't move. There is no wind. The air holds like a held breath. You reach into your pocket. Something touches your fingers. Cold, flat, round. When you pull it out, a coin, a face on it. Modern, the emblem of a country. Date, 2025. Your breath catches. You fall through a crack in memory. Flashing lights, a screen, a voice, insufficient funds. And then silence again. The coin in your hand is proof that time has broken. But proof to whom? No one here would know what it is. And now you're not even sure what you're trying to prove. As evening nears, the village bell rings again. You don't move, but someone approaches him. The old man from the woods, alone again. This time, he carries something, a bowl inside water. He sits beside you, says nothing, places the bowl in front of you. You look into it, no reflection. It's as if you've lost your own face. You dip your hand in, cold, but not like water, more like time. When you pull your hand back, your fingers tingle. The man speaks. This time the word is familiar. Transition. A transition. You try to respond, but your tongue dries. He doesn't wait. Takes the bowl, stands, leaves. You watch him go, then look up. The stars are in place, but one is missing. A constellation you knew. Either time has changed, or you have. The next morning, before sunrise, there are screams. From the village, a woman, her voice muffled, hopeless. Then another, a child. You look down from the hill. In the village square, people kneel. A body, a man, his face bruised purple. Black fluid trickles from his mouth. Villagers form a circle around him. Some pray, some spit, some grip stones. Another collapses. He saw you yesterday, didn't speak, but met your eyes. Now he dies, shaking. No one comes up the hill that day to where you sit, but near dusk, 4 men arrive, thick-necked, blank eyes. They carry a rope. You know who it's for. You say nothing. You don't run. You simply stand, slowly, and walk. They surround you. They don't shout, don't hit, but the rope trails behind, as if dragging your shadow. When you reach the square, the crowd is already there. The priest stands at the front, cross in hand, same man, but now, no mercy in his eyes, only certainty. He speaks. The crowd nods. You understand none of the words, but you recognize the rhythm of ritual. This is judgment. He turns to you, extends a hand, points. He wants your left hand. You don't know why, but you offer it. They press something into your wrist, sharp, burning ... a symbol. Sometimes for sinners, sometimes for saints. Which are you? The crowd steps back, leaves you alone, but never looks away. You are marked, and your silence is no longer mystery, it's guilt. The next morning, no one dies, no screams, no prayers, no bodies dragged. The villagers return to routine. The sound of tools in fields, grunts from the stables, bread baking in ovens. But no one speaks to you. No one approaches. No one even looks. Still, something has shifted. The mark on your wrist still burns, not deep, but searing, as if it were carved not into flesh, but into your being. You walk to the river, not to see your reflection, to cleanse. But this time, you see your face in the water, clear you, but older, tired. You pull away from the water, then a sound. You turn, the village girl, the one who met your eyes in the woods. In her hands, a bowl, warm soup. She says nothing, just offers it to you. No fear in her eyes, no pity, only resolve. You take the soup, bow slightly in thanks. She nods, Dot turns her back, but just before walking away, she whispers something. You don't understand, but the sound, you've heard it before, at the end of a dream, right before you woke, and somehow you remember the words, 2 of them, nan somnium, not a dream. You can't drink. You place the bowl on the ground, cover your face with your hands. For the first time, you truly consider the possibility that you might stay here. For the first time, you truly feel lost, and then a voice rises inside your ear. Your voice, but not like a thought, not like a dream, real. Where am I? That night, sleep doesn't escape you, because you never try to sleep. You sit by the fire. The flames don't warm your face. You just stare, not without thought, but thinking everything all at once. Then a shadow draws near. Same man, from the woods, again, before you. But this time, he doesn't sit silently. This time, he doesn't match your silence. He speaks, slow, fragmented, but you begin to understand. He doesn't change the language, but your mind starts to recognize some words, as if you're remembering, as if you want to see in a classroom or from a book. Tempus, transitio, memoria. Then he asks you, quis eras ante? Who were you before? Your eyes fall not on him, but on the dirt. You've never asked yourself this question. Not just how you got here, but why you wanted to leave, wherever there was. He opens his hand. Inside something. A plastic object. Earbud. Modern. Yours. You take it, trembling, and a flash bursts in your mind. A subway car. The earbud in place. A voice. Next stop. Times Square. A small thing, but it shifts something. Like dislodging a stone in a wall. The man speaks again, clearer now, as if to you, truly. Time is not a line, he seems to say, not a river. A knot, hit it, and it unravels. He touches the back of his skull. You fell. You still say nothing, but you nod. This time, not in submission, but because you can't deny it. He stands, looks at you, and speaks one last time. There is no choice, only reckoning. Then he walks away, slowly, as if he never existed. You clutch the earbud in your palm, and for the first time you're not sure if you want to go back. 3 days pass, no one dies, but the sky darkens. It no longer looks familiar. Nights are hazy, days gray. Rain doesn't fall, yet the soil remains wet. The people notice. An old man kneels in the field to pray, and someone points at you. A whisper spreads. He is the one who bent time. The shadow follows him. You walk beyond the village again. It's habit now. The only place you don't feel watched, but she is there. The girl. Again, she brings something. Not soup this time. A sheet of paper, torn, covered in shapes, drawn, erased, redrawn. She hands it to you. Doesn't sit, doesn't speak, just meets your eyes, and points to one shape. Something like time, a circle, but not closed. Left open, as if there's a way out. You stare at the paper, at the circle, at the open end. Something stirs in your mind. A voice. Time is not what repeats, but what directs. Is it hers? Yours? Unknown. She kneels, draws something into the dirt. A path, 2 directions. One dark, one faint. Then she looks up and speaks, for the first time. You can't choose when you're born, but you can choose where you walk. Something shifts, not in you, but around you. Not a knot, a lock. And the key isn't knowledge, it's direction. She stands, leaves, never looks back. You stare at the line in the dirt, the open circle on the page, and hear that voice again. Time didn't fold you, you folded time. That morning, the bread is eaten, fresh baked, still warm. Smoke lingers in the bakery chimney. But hours later, a woman runs from her house, screaming. The walls are spinning. A man kneels under a tree, clutching his head. 2 children, one unconscious, the other laughing and crying at once. The priest declares a demonic influence, a punishment, a curse. The square erupts in panic. You watch from afar, but the screams are familiar. Broken speech, muscle spasms. Then you remember. an article. Cases called demonic seizures in the Middle Ages were actually poisoning caused by ergot, a fungus that grew on damp rye and wheat. Tiny dark specks, and its symptoms: hallucinations, twitching madness. You ask for the bread from today. You break the bread. Inside black spots, not soft, but gritty. You smell it, not sour, sharp. You show the priest. He doesn't understand, but the girl, the one who listens, comes forward. You give her a different loaf to smell than the poisoned one. She sees the difference. You point this, poison. The crowd turns to you. For once, no screams. For once, a cause is found. You gather the remaining bread. You ask for it to be burned in ash. The girl helps. So do the women. There are no stones in their hands. Not this time, because now you are the one who knows, and knowledge for the first time replaces fear. That night you cannot sleep. The village is quiet. The fire has gone out. The women have slept. The girl is gone. The mark on your wrist remains, but it no longer burns. Now it is only a trace, a reminder that something has passed through you. Before the moon rises, the girl returns. She says nothing, but she calls you with her eyes. The path is clear, the woods, the old hut, once the wise man's home, but now behind it, an opening, a stone door, half buried, etched with a symbol you know well, an open circle. She comes closer, opens her hand. Inside what you once gave, the earbud, it no longer works, but it is a symbol. She returns it to you, looks into your eyes, and for the first time, speaks clearly. It's your turn. You reach the door. It does not open. There is no light, but there is sound. Your voice, but not from the outside, from within. Time doesn't break. You bend it. You place your hand on the stone. The door disappears, not into light, into absence. You step through. When you open your eyes, white light, a ceiling lamp, sterile air, the hum of machines, a hospital room, and on your right wrist, a faint scar. A nurse enters, looks at you, stunned. You're awake, she says. You were out for 3 days, fell on the subway stairs. You simply lower your head. In your pocket, the symbol from the stone door remains. But now you neither need to show it, nor to forget it. Some journeys don't end when you wake up. Some just begin where time left off.